How's it, Oaks? We back for another track day. I'd say the best track day I've had so far. It was undeniably fantastic. Turning left changes everything, apparently. But yeah, let's dive into the footage. Session 1, obviously, I've never gone in this direction. I mean, I watched a YouTube video from like 15 years ago of this direction, and I was like, okay, I can understand. I've driven the track enough. I can imagine going the opposite way in my head. It's just leaving the pit. The part where the chicane is obviously completely new. I've never driven that chicane in my life, and I've never come out the pit lane where we normally come in the pit lane. So it was a little bit of a shuffle there in the way I'm thinking. But yeah, so it felt quite good. It really did. And starting off in the first session, just following, I don't know, this dude on his bike with his white suit, which looked nice, by the way. But yeah, obviously everyone started out quite slow because no one's driven this layout before. Not even some of the marshals hadn't even driven the layout. So it was quite a change. Quite a change. I'm not going to skip the first two warm-up laps in the first session just because it's like kind of everyone can gauge like the track and the layout of it in reverse. But honestly, I think it was amazing. I will say though, the first two sessions were definitely like mind-blowing in a sense where it's like the whole track felt like it was like 3 meters wide. Like it was ridiculous. Like the track felt like I was driving in one lane on a road. Like it felt extremely narrow. That was just these first two warm-up laps. It was just like in my head, I guess. Also coming up to corner 2, this corner just gets sharper and sharper. But it's not just that it gets sharper. There's also like a crest that the closer to the apex of the corner, the higher the crest is, and the further outward of the corner, the more, like, I want to say like a riverbank, like the more it goes down to the edge of the track. So it kind of pushes you wide, but also you like I could feel my front tire was just losing a bit of like holding onto the ground, losing a bit of grip. At least that's what the bike was telling me. Also braking into the chicane here, because obviously we're normally coming in the other direction, the ground was it felt way bumpier than it normally would, because normally when you're on the power leaving corner 5, your front tire is just like skimming on the ground, and then you do one short shift sometimes if you're coming through the kink, and it kind of fixes everything. Where now, because you're braking in the other direction, you can just feel every bump, and the way my bike is set up, it wasn't great either. But yeah, I believe this is one of my buddy's friends who races, to my knowledge. I'm not sure if it's this guy in front of me now, but I'm pretty sure it was. It's one of those 2-cylinder 650s, if I'm not mistaken. I think his name is Reynard, but yeah, he obviously came past me in warm-up, but we just chilling, so it doesn't really matter. I think this is what normally corner 3. Yeah, corner 3 felt incredible. Normally there's a bump going into corner 3. Now obviously it's on exit, but you don't really feel it on exit because you're under the power. Obviously all the suspension is compressed, your front is decompressing. Like it felt great. This corner 2 is still very scary. Every single time you're opening the power, I can just feel I need to just watch the front. Also corner 1, yeah, this is normally corner 1. Corner 1 was also quite a weird one. It felt like it did get a bit sharper. It almost felt like there was 2 apexes going right, at least for me. It felt like there was 2 apexes turning right versus when we'd normally go left on corner 1. So that was quite a change. Obviously now 2 warm-up laps are done. Now I'm keen to see what the people are going to do. I was already feeling quite confident. Following a dude through the chicane, you can't really see where you're going. I'm just following his line and fingers crossed, I guess. But yeah, also topping out second, braking for, what would this be, turn 5, braking for turn 5. Obviously on the straight, 600 versus 650, 600's winning. So take my first position, I guess. But that's another thing I need to add, the lap counter, yeah. Lap counter, lap timer, whatever, positions. like people, I don't know what it is. Obviously, this is the first session, so I don't expect much from people. Like I normally come out swinging and then try, like the second session, third session, fourth session, push more and more and more. So my end goal is higher than most people. Where normally people come in, they'll cruise the first session, second session, they try harder. Third session gets to their like close to their peak. Fourth session, they get tired and they don't ever peak. Where I feel like because I come out swinging from the first session, second session I can push harder, third session I can peak in, and fourth session I can try and maintain that peak. Just yeah, obviously right, yeah, here you're super close to that guy in his S1000. Obviously everyone's getting used to corner 2 and how to turn it, so yeah. Breaking into corner 1 was also quite a challenge for me because you come down from a crest. That's not a good example, but basically I can feel my rear fishtailing the whole time. Because you, at least for my bike, second gear, top second, get third, just get into third, start braking, back into second, rear fishes, yeah, back into the chicane, following this in this S1000, slow leaving the chicane, and then I just start pumping because already I can feel I'm adjusting better, I guess, than everyone else. Also the back straight, I kind of never really knew where to brake. I didn't even know if there were braking markers out on track or not. I must actually have a look at the footage and see, but I was just kind of sending it wherever I thought I should send it. And my judgment apparently was pretty good because, yeah, I brake later than everyone. I entered the corners at least with a higher speed. A bit of a weird overtake there, driving on the white and red. But yeah, corner 3 felt amazing. Like I said, you can't really feel the bump on the exit. It just, I don't know, everything just felt natural. The track flows so much better in reverse. I don't know why this is reverse. This should be normal and the other way should be reverse, 100%. Corner 2 again, trying to figure out the line. I don't know why, there's so many weird cones everywhere. It's supposed to be where the apex is, but it doesn't really help. Then we get into third, start braking by those markings, back into second. The cones on corner 1 were well placed. Like I liked them because it kind of pointed me where the straight was, and where the cars pit, I just limited. I changed my gearing before the track day, so I wasn't used to where the bike red lines. Plus my RPM gauge doesn't work if you couldn't tell from the footage. So that's, yeah, I'm kind of going off audio the whole time. But yeah, I'm slowly getting used to at least where I think I need to be braking, because I don't really have a reference yet, because I haven't seen anyone braking heavy on this in the group. I'm catching everyone so far, so it's just everything feeling good. I believe this is Kewan, the marshal, the guy with the yellow bib. I think he's the owner or something of Missile Motors or something, I'm not sure. But he's apparently, I think he's done like a 110 in the normal layout of Killarney, so he's a very quick rider. So I just wanted to follow him for a while, just gauge what he's doing, just so I can learn off him as much as I can. So I could see he's way more comfortable entering corner 1 in a higher speed, turning right than I am, where I wasn't really comfortable going that quickly into corner 1, where my exit's still decent. Could be better. Yeah, I wanted to pass, but they told us we're not allowed to pass the bridge. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to. I'll just follow him, see how he takes the chicane. He takes it super quickly. So that was a bit of an eye-opener for me. I kind of picked that up later during the day as well. Just monitoring how quickly I'm on the throttle in second, flooring it through the chicane. Because I tended to brake in the middle, going towards the chicane, where everyone was kind of sitting closer to the wall, because it's less bumpy. But like I didn't really mind the bumps. I wasn't braking as hard as I could have. So for me, it kind of worked out fine. Like the way I took the chicane was almost like a straight. I definitely found, I think this is corner 4. I was entering corner 4 faster than almost everyone. So that was also, it's just nice to feel like I'm fairly quick. There's no one like no one to compete with in a sense, which wasn't nice as well on the counter, because there's no one I can follow who's faster besides Kewan, obviously. Like I said, I'm pretty sure that's his name. And like there, he's already on the throttle before me, so I'm like, okay, I need to be trying to pick up more. They just let me go. He also doesn't have his mirrors taped. That's the first thing I noticed when I was following him. I was watching where he was looking through his mirror at him, which is kind of weird. Because normally you're not allowed to have your mirrors open on track, because you can be affected by the people behind you, where obviously he's skilled enough to not really care. And also, generally I find, or at least I've heard from other people in their YouTube videos, if those marshals have mirrors, they can actually guide you through what they're doing. Big overtake from that guy in the white suit. Yeah, almost connect with the guy in his Triumph, which was quite close, my word. And then, back on the back straight. Now, this Triumph seemed pretty quick from what I gauged earlier. I mean, when we started the first session, he kind of got away from me, and now obviously I'm catching up again, because now I'm starting to feel myself get used to the layout. I understand the layout now. Turning left feels way more natural than turning right for me. So I just felt I could enter every corner faster than everyone else. I could brake less. I could be on the throttle faster. Like, it just felt like everything was clicking. So I actually can't wait for the next track day, which is going to be the normal layout again, so I can practice going faster, because clearly I can do it in one direction. It's just the other direction is lacking. Nice couple overtakes in corner 2, because everyone is struggling with corner 2. I went a bit wide on exit, but it doesn't really matter. Passing another CBR, set up for drags. That suspension was bouncing around, I was watching it. Still chasing this guy in his white Triumph. No, his white suit, sorry. I think he's on a Triumph, I don't know. I definitely find I'm not opening the throttle fast enough leaving corner 1. I could also be braking a lot later into the chicane, but I find because I'm in the middle, not on the outside, the bumps won't let me brake harder than I was braking, so that's kind of the payoff, I guess. I'm not sure which is going to save me more time or not. I don't know yet. I wish that, if they had this layout more, I would be riding this layout as much as I could, because this layout is phenomenal. It's everything. It flows smoothly. Got blocked by this guy in his Super Duke here, because obviously I want to hug the outside. He's kind of blocking me, so I just, as soon as I got the chance, poof, he's in the rear view. And this is the first session, so I mean, I didn't really expect much. I just expected to enjoy the layout. And from the first session, I could feel the layout just felt perfect for me. Like everything felt perfect. Even this corner 2, which normally is terrible. Like there, I lost the front a little bit. Felt it, just counted it, carried on. It's just, it was super good, super happy. And I'm pretty sure now we go into the pits. Also, pitting on this direction is quite weird. It's like you just hold the inside of the track and stick your hand up. Yeah, I should have gone for another lap, but I was quite overwhelmed from pushing as hard as I did already in the first session. I could just feel like, okay, I've done well. Pretty sure I just did a little whoop there, driving in. But yeah, it was super good. I'm super happy with that. I turned into an owl there when I joined the pits. I was so happy. Everything felt great. I did pads before the track day. I literally put new pads on. Didn't even bed them in, which is quite bad. But I was like, what better way to bed them in than 200 to 0? But yeah, new pads, new pinch bolts on the front. The bike was braking so much better than all my other track days. I could do stoppies quite easily. Which was also scary, because on the way to track day I literally did a stoppie with 50% brake, and I was like, okay, well, I need to relax a bit. But yeah, I'm going on for session 2. I was super stoked, super ready for it. Okay, going on for session 2, we just skipped the 2 warm-up laps because obviously now we know the layout. Yeah, let's get to it. Immediately I'm starting out as aggressive as I can be, and then Rossi decides to pull in on the inside and try and make his insane late braking move. So I was like, okay, whatever. Let him come past me again, and then just darted straight past him. It's like, okay, if he's gonna do that, then he's gonna do that. Also, yeah, no passing past the bridge, but it doesn't matter. Everyone, each to their own. As long as it doesn't affect me, then I have no problem with it. Do what you want. And also, it being a KTM track day, there was a lot of Super Dukes, and I was quite impressed that my little 600 kept up with all these Super Dukes and Ducatis and whatever else was on track, S1000s, everything. I'm super keen to see what other times people ran in this group, because I really didn't think anyone really kept up with me, in all honesty. I felt fantastic. The bike felt fantastic. The tires felt fantastic. My buddy did help me with suspension, or with my rear suspension, just because there was some funny wear on my rear tire. So I spoke to him, spoke to another guy, both of them, one of the marshals, Wesley, he gave me some advice. We spoke about tire pressures. I was like, look, this is happening. He was like, okay, just do this and see what happens. Did that. It kind of healed the tire a bit. Obviously when it gets hot, the rubber squishes and molds back together, and that's it. But yeah, other buddy Steven, he actually did the adjustment on the rear. He said it needs to be a bit slower, so it bounces up and down less coming into the chicane here. Because you can even watch the camera like jumps up and down, jumps up and down, jumps up and down. So yeah, that was just like, even the people spectating all said they could see my bike hopping up and down and fishtailing and whatever. Like, honestly, it was fine. I thought it was fine as long as my front tire is on the ground and I'm braking. Then what's the problem? But I was feeling it. This is Graham in front. If you know, you know. I believe he was on a Ninja 300 or a Ninja 400, something like that. I don't know how he found the track day. He said he liked the layout. I didn't see much of him, so yeah, that's unfortunate. I was hoping he came on his Triumph this time, because then he'd really give me a run for my money. But yeah, I think in the reverse layout, no one really expected it to feel how it felt, so it was quite a change for everyone. Here's another KTM. I don't even know what this is. It's a funny suit guy. Yeah, braking back into corner 2. I'm already planning to pass him on the inside on exit. This, I find breaking into corner 1 was quite challenging, coming from 3rd to 2nd. I lost my rear quite a bit. I was backing it into the corner, not like you do in the YouTube videos, like that you see, but it's like I could feel my tire was sliding. It wasn't ridiculous, but it was sliding. There, good speed on exit, passing another guy. I think I get into 4th on this little, I don't know, call it the straight, the main straight we call it. Get into 4th, brake 3rd, 2nd, take the chicane, 2nd all the way to this corner 5, 2nd in corner 5 all the way, see the cone, floor it, leave corner 5 straight onto the back straight, and just try hold the throttle open for us. I think I get into 5th. I normally switch from 4th to 5th at like 220, I believe, and I think I was topping or getting to like 230 to something, 235, 237 or something in 5th. Then just bang it down 2 gears to 3rd, take 4, just ignore the first corner, take forward just 1 corner later down the road, just like a late corner, lunge it, just chuck it in. Felt super good. I think there was only one time when I went into corner 4 where I was like, oh, my bike feels a bit wonky, but other than that, it was fantastic. Braking into corner 2 is quite a challenge, because I never really knew where to brake. In all honesty, I could have braked way later, trail brake more, and then try focus on leaving the corner with as much throttle without getting the feel like my tire's losing it over the little crest that's from the apex to the edge. Also corner 1, the track feels like it's closer to you when you're taking the corners. I don't know if it's just me, like if I was pushing harder than I normally do on track days, but it felt like the ground was actually creeping up on me way more than it normally would. Like I felt super close to the ground. Like I even scraped my knee for the first time in corner 1, which I don't normally scrape my knees. Like normally everyone else is scraping their knees and I'm going past them, but now I scraped my knee and it felt amazing. I can see why people want to scrape their knees. I just always saw it as, if it's not valid, why am I doing it? But obviously now it just came into play. And then coming off this back straight, I'm trying to brake. As soon as I pass the tires on the right side from 5th, I just chuck it into 3rd, take this corner 4 and just floor it all the way. You can brake so late into corner 3 because there's no bump anymore. It just flows. You can just brake late, floor it out, keep holding the 3rd, hold 3rd, hold 3rd, hold 3rd, immediately brake 2nd gear, take corner 2. That one I took corner 2 quite nicely. I was quite close to the apex when leaving, but also that's when the front tire feels the least grippy in a sense, because you're at the highest point in the little crest, I'd say, from the apex to the edge. Also with corner 1, you can take it with your original line and then you just start to feel like it changes the angle of the corner like by like 5 degrees, like just a little bit, just enough to throw you off and you're like, what just happened? Over there, I actually tried to brake later than I normally do. I did a stoppie, and then my back tire came down, fishtailed, and I just couldn't brake for the corner, so I just went straight through, and I was like, whatever, look, if there's opportunity for me to push, and I can push safely now, because obviously there's no wall I'm going to hit or no off the track I'm going to go. I just utilized it as much as I could, figured out my braking zones, and yeah, it was good. I pushed quite hard in the second session, figuring out corner speeds, lean angles, where my body is positioned. Like I scraped my right toe in corner 1 quite a few times, and then eventually I started scraping the knee because I figured out like I need to put my foot in the middle of my foot peg, not just on the edge, because I don't have rear sets. So without rear sets, my foot pegs are quite low. And yeah, they scrape with my boot on the edge of the foot peg, so I have to put my boot in the middle of the foot peg and just stick my knee out a bit more and scrape my knee. Second session was super good, super stoked with it. Yeah, couldn't have asked for more, honestly. Just passed everyone I saw. It was that simple. It felt natural. I just did what I was feeling, and it worked wonders. Yeah, so definitely if I ever got to do this layout again, I'm going to be braking closer to that wall so I can brake even later, carry more speed into the chicane, more speed on exit. And yeah, I started getting better in turn 5, started taking it with more, like figuring out when to open the throttle more. And then yeah, that's it for the second session. Yeah, we kind of just, I saw Killarney and the rest of them like slowing down, so I was like, okay, we're just doing the cool down lap for the last lap, like whatever, that's it. So yeah, what I gained from the second session was immediately I could feel I was more confident than everyone, I guess. I wouldn't necessarily say I was faster than everyone, but I was definitely more confident because I was pushing more than everyone else, at least it felt that way. So I was super happy about that. There was a close call in the start of the session with the guy that's in front of Q now on his red SM1000 and his green suit. I was quite close to him when I passed him going onto the back straight, I think it was there. Other than that, super good session. I was figuring out corner 2 more, learning how to open the throttle more, leaving the corner. Yeah, it was quite challenging. It really was. But all in all, fantastic first 2 sessions. Super stoked, super happy. The bike was feeling good, fishtailing. I was enjoying it. It was making the ride fun, challenging. I can definitely brake way later with my front brakes in general, but with these new pads and the whole thing set up properly, I was already braking better than I normally do. So it was already an improvement. So either way, it's great. But yeah, thanks for watching the first session, guys. I'd say that was super productive, super happy. I've learned a lot about my riding, how much more I need to improve turning right versus left. Almost hit that guy in the pit. Waiting for people to do 3-point turns. Yeah, it was good. It was super good. Nice R6. Killarney felt natural. in reverse versus normal. That's the sum. Thanks for watching.